Hello, and welcome to Our Crunchy Life. This is Andy, and this is my herb series, and today I'm going to talk about aloe. So I'm going to use my two favorite herb books that I have, The New American Herbal by Stephen Orr, and The New Healing Herbs by Michael Castleman. I'm going to start with The New American Herbal and see what it says about aloe vera. It starts out... Let's see. In my mind, aloe vera is permanently linked to my childhood in the 1970s. Every friend's house I visited as a kid seemed to have this spiky plant perched in the corner of a sunny window, often surrounded by an indoor jungle of macrame hanging pots filled with Boston ferns and spider plants. Aloe was and is perhaps the most used homegrown herbal remedy in America. Who hasn't snapped off one of its thick leaves to rub on a sunburn or a contact burn from the oven? There are two main reasons that aloe is so beloved. It's terrifically easy to grow, and it lives up to its reputation as an immediate, no prep needed first aid salve. Like other useful plants that have been selected and bred extensively by humans over millennia, aloe vera is unknown in the wild and may not be a true species. Hence the confusion with its other name. A. barbadensis. The plant we know may have been an ancient hybrid or a well-traveled variety that has accompanied human beings throughout history for thousands of years. The thick, succulent leaves provide two substances with different uses: a juice and a gel. The yellow juice tastes somewhat bitter and is used in small doses as an oral laxative and as a much heralded health drink, sometimes exaggeratedly, it seems. Substances found in aloe juice also appear to help regulate hypertension and angioedema, or rapid swelling from trauma or allergies. The cooling effects of the fresh interior gel as a topical ointment squeezed right from the cut leaf or bottled salve are undeniable. Whether or not substances in the plant might speed healing is still being studied, but anecdotal satisfaction with aloe as a quick and cooling antidote to falling asleep in the sun is widespread. Aloe is a low-maintenance houseplant. The thick stems and lanky leaves will become quite large in even an undersized container and bloom dramatically with slender candlelight wands of yellow-orange flowers. The succulent leaves, which grow in a spiral from the base, can be removed as they age and begin to wither. Over time, this will create a thick, snaky, elongated trunk that may make the plant lopsided. Years ago, a large aloe I had growing in the living room took a heart-stoppingly loud tumble off the windowsill in the middle of the night. I reburied the long trunk deeper in the pot, and despite a few nicks and bruises, the robust plant survived for another decade in its new container. And the category that these guys have it listed on is medicinal or ornamental. Unknown origin, perhaps northern Africa. It is a succulent, leafed perennial, hardy down to zone 8 with protection. It can grow up to 40 inches high. Other names and varieties: Aloe vulgaris, bitter aloe, burn plant, Cape aloe from South Africa is used in bitters and as a laxative. How to grow. As with any succulent plant, aloe demands lots of sun and well-drained soil. It is tolerant of drought and poor soil. A mature plant will generously produce small attached plantlets or pups that can be removed from the mother and grown in their own pots or transplanted in the garden. It does grow year-round in those zones, and it's safe for external use. Aloe should not be used internally for any length of time because of its intense purging or choleritic effects on the digestive system and liver. It should also be avoided during pregnancy because of an abortificant effect. The juice produced mainly from the outer covering of the leaf was featured in many over-the-counter laxatives until 2002, when the FDA banned the ingredient from use in these products because of a lack of research on its safety. Okay, and so that was what the New American Herbal by Stephen Orr says about aloe. It's not nearly as detailed as the New Healing Herbs by Michael Castleman, but let's delve into that one. So aloe, the herbal wound soother, it's in the family of Liliaceae. Other members include the lily, tulip, garlic, and onion. The genus and species is aloe vera, and an estimated 500 other species, also known as Cape, Barbados, Socotrine, and Zanzibar aloe. We use the leaf gel, juice, or latex. Okay, every kitchen windowsill should house a potted aloe. That's where minor burns, scalds, and cuts occur. It's easy to snip off one of the plant's thick, fleshy leaves and scoop the inner gel into the injury. Aloe gel dries into a natural bandage. It also promotes wound healing and helps prevent infection. In addition, aloe latex, extracted from cells on the leaf's inner skin, is a powerful laxative, so potent that many authorities discourage ingesting it. Healing history. Our word aloe comes from the Arabic aloe, meaning bitter and shiny, an apt description of the plant's wound healing leaf gel. Drawings of aloe have been found in Egyptian temples dating to 3000 BC. The Bible mentions aloe several times. For example, I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Proverbs 7:17. Egyptian prescriptions from 1500 BC recommend aloe for infections and skin problems and as a laxative. Use is supported by modern science. Aloe is one of the few non-narcotic plants to cause a war. When Alexander the Great conquered Egypt in 332 BC, he heard of a plant with amazing wound-healing powers on an island off Somalia. Intent on healing his soldiers' wounds and denying this healer to his enemies, Alexander sent an army to seize the island and the plant, which turned out to be aloe. The Greek physician Dioscorides recommended aloe externally for wounds, hemorrhoids, ulcers, and hair loss. The Roman naturalist Pliny prescribed it for internal use as a laxative. Arab traders carried aloe from Spain to Asia around the 6th century, introducing it to India's traditional Ayurvedic physicians. I just struggle with that word even though I've looked it up. Who used it to treat skin problems, intestinal worms, and menstrual discomforts. Chinese healers used it similarly. More recently, American pioneers relied on aloe gel to treat wounds, burns, and hemorrhoids. Therapeutic uses. Contemporary herbalists and scientists agree with Discord's 2,000-year-old observation that applied topically, aloe treats wounds. Wounds, such as burns, scalds, scrapes, and sunburns. Aloe contains compounds bradykinase, salicylic acid, and magnesium lactate that reduce the pain, inflammation, swelling, and redness of the wounds. Scientific evidence of aloe's wound healing power was first documented, in 1935, when an American medical journal reported accelerated healing of X-ray burns with aloe gel scooped from the plant's cut leaves. Since then, dozens of studies have supported the herb's ability to stimulate healing of first and second-degree burns. Asian researchers analyzed many studies of aloe for wound healing. Compared with standard care, the wounds of those using aloe healed significantly faster, up to 8 days faster. Aloe works best for superficial wounds. In a study published in the Journal of Dermatology, and surgical oncology, the herb sped the healing of pimples by 3 days, compared with standard medical treatment. For deep wounds, however, aloe slows healing. That's what researchers found in a study of aloe treatment of cesarean section incisions. Their study, published in Obstetrics and Gynecology, showed that incisions not treated with aloe gel healed in 53 days, but those treated with aloe took 83 days. Use aloe gel on superficial wounds, but don't use it on deep wounds requiring stitches. Infections. In addition to wound healing, aloe gel also helps prevent wound infections. Several studies have shown aloe to kill many different bacteria and fungi that can infect wounds, including E. coli, Staphylococcus, Streptococcus, Salmonella, Shigella, and Candida. It also boosts the immune system, which helps the body fight infection. Acne and poison plants. Beyond wounds, aloe also helps heal other minor skin afflictions, including acne and rashes caused by poison ivy, oak, and sumac. Psoriasis. Affecting some 7 million Americans, this autoimmune skin condition causes eruptions of red, raised skin patches, usually topped with scaly tissue. At Malmö University Hospital in Sweden, researchers gave 60 people with psoriasis either a medically inactive placebo cream or one containing 0.5% aloe gel. The participants applied the cream 3 times a day, 5 days a week, for 16 weeks. Among those using the placebo cream, 7% experienced substantial clearing of their skin patches. But in the aloe group, that figure was 83%. General skincare. To make her more alluring, Cleopatra's servants massage aloe gel into her skin. The herb remains a popular ingredient in skincare products, but if you're after beautiful skin, do what the legendary beauty did. Use the fresh leaf gel. The stabilized, preserved gel found in commercial skincare products and shampoos may not provide the fresh herb's benefits. But if you enjoy aloe fragrance in shampoos and skin lotions, that's fine. Just don't expect them to turn you into Cleopatra. Diabetes. Several animal studies show that aloe juice reduces blood sugar, or glucose, levels in experimental animals. Thai researchers gave 72 diabetics either a placebo or aloe juice, 1 teaspoon twice daily. After 6 weeks, the aloe group's blood sugar fell significantly. Gum disease. Indian researchers gave 345 young adults with gum disease, gingivitis, either a placebo, a drug used to treat it, which is usually chlorhexidine, or a mouthwash containing aloe vera juice. After a month, the drug and herb worked significantly better than the placebo, and aloe was as effective as the drug. Intriguing possibilities. Aloe juice and aloe-based beverages are widely available in health food stores. Their labels claim that they soothe the digestive tract. Anecdotal reports suggest possible benefits for inflammatory bowel disease, colitis and Crohn's disease, but there is no rigorous research to support this. Laboratory studies show that aloe kills the fungus that causes vaginal yeast infections, Candida albicans, and some herbalists recommend using it to treat the infection itself. But just because it kills the fungus in test tubes doesn't mean that it treats the infection in the body. No scientific studies support this use, and the NFDA advisory panel found insufficient evidence to recommend aloe as a yeast treatment. In laboratory tests, a compound in aloe called aloe-imodin has shown promise against leukemia, but National Cancer Institute scientists say that experimental preparations are still too toxic to give to people with leukemia. Finally, folk herbalists have recommended topical aloe to treat skin cancer. This has never been studied scientifically. RX recommendations. To help soothe and heal burns, scalds, scrapes, and sunburn, and to help prevent superficial wound infections, First, clean the wound with soap and water, then select a lower, older aloe leaf and cut off several inches. Slice it lengthwise, scoop the gel onto the wound, and let it dry. As for the injured leaf, it quickly closes its own wound. Its remaining gel can be used another time. To enjoy the cosmetic benefits of aloe, apply the leaf gel to freshly washed skin. Stop if it causes irritation. Now there's section on safety. Aloe gel is safe for external use by anyone who does not develop an allergic reaction. If a wound treated with aloe does not heal significantly within 2 weeks or it gets worse, consult a doctor. Commercial aloe juice may have a mild laxative effect, but stay away from laxatives containing aloe latex. The latex contains laxative compounds, anthraquinones, with powerful purgative action that may cause cramping, diarrhea, and severe intestinal cramps. Other laxative herbs, senna, rhubarb, buckhorn, and cascara sagrada, also contain anthraquinones, but work more gently. Despite recommendations not to use aloe as a laxative, some supplement companies sell aloe laxative tablets on the strength of approval by Commission E, the expert panel that evaluates herb medicines for the German counterpart of the FDA. If you try aloe as a laxative, never exceed the dose on the label, and if you develop intestinal cramps, reduce your dose or stop taking it. If you're looking for a natural laxative, start with an effective but gentler herb, psyllium. Women who are pregnant or trying to conceive should not take aloe latex, as its cathartic nature may stimulate uterine contractions and trigger miscarriage. Nor should the latex be used by nursing mothers. It enters mother's milk and may cause stomach cramps and violent catharsis in infants. Aloe latex's cathartic power may also aggravate ulcers, hemorrhoids, diverticulitis, colitis, Crohn's disease, or irritable bowel syndrome. Anyone with gastrointestinal illness should not use aloe latex as a laxative. In general, aloe latex is not recommended for internal use in children or adults. Inform health professionals of the herbs you use. Problematic herb-drug interactions are possible. Aloe may cause allergic reactions or other unexpected side effects. If any develop, reduce your dose or stop taking it. For more on herb safety, see Chapter 2. And I will do one on that soon. If symptoms get worse or persist longer than 2 weeks, consult a health professional promptly. Now my favorite, gardening. Got a brown thumb? Then aloe is your perfect houseplant. All it requires is a little water. Aloe prefers sun, but it tolerates shade and doesn't mind poor soil. The only condition this hardy succulent cannot tolerate are poor drainage and cold. Bring potted aloe indoors before the temperature falls below 40 degrees. Aloe periodically produces offshoots, which you may remove and replant when they are a few inches tall. Simply uproot or unpot the plant, work the soil gently to separate the offshoot, and return the mother plant to its bed or pot. And that is all I could find on aloe in these two books, which I found it interesting because I didn't realize that there was an aloe latex, and the new American Herbal didn't really say anything about aloe latex. They just said aloe juice can be a laxative, but this one goes into it a little bit deeper, and it's the latex on the inside of the leaves, so the aloe juice may contain a slight amount of that, but yeah, they used to actually use the aloe latex in laxatives. That was a new one on me. I did not know that. So yeah, that's all we got on aloe, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more of the videos. Thank you for visiting us at Our Crunchy Life, and have a wonderful day.